We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts, facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy, the girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if it's chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government working. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government working, the government working. The government working, the government working. The government working, the government working. The government working. Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fixed. Man, I come for some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still giving it some licks. The government working. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. me, don't mix me. Or don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Walking. They're walking. Them walking. They're walking. Now I said, them walking. A little mix me. I don't do politics.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I.
Wake up, the day is bright, and I feel the blue. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Coming to the end energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Wake up, the day is bright, and I feel the glow. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, your toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world. We got the news on Livewire. There's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly, Courdel Jones, taking you through this morning's stories, we could call them. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend, a safe weekend. Everybody returned to this week, or will be starting this week just the way, or better than they would have ended last week. Morning to the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. Vishnu Chintaman, morning to you. Lenny Lashman, Rahim Amarali, Farida Ferguson, Sharita Ferguson, good morning to you. Mohammed Isaf, Showin Siram, Data Nandalal, Dionan Suku, morning to you. Jasoda Sargent, good morning to you. Pam, morning to you. And Trevor, And Hill, good morning to you. What? What? Eunice, you're traveling. Special good morning to Eunice Ragubir, who usually joins us from Canada, but today she's joining us from Houston, Texas. I hope you enjoy your trip. Morning to Rita as well. I hope you're doing well. Nadia, good morning to you. Mazo Inshan, morning to you. Jagnarain Edwards, morning to you. Mukesh Vishnurat, special good morning to you and all the family. Norman Aziz, morning to you. Suknandan Bud, Shakila Bridgelal. Shakila, please call me after the program. I saw a missed call from you, and then when I tried to call you back, I don't know what's going on with my phone. The number is not there, and I know I've called you on that number already, so I don't know what's going on there. So give me a call after the show, and we will talk. Philip Diabru, morning to you. Leslie Mongol, Chris, Derek Drupal, morning to you. Who else we got here? Prasad Pati joining us from Kitty. Sarah Mosley, morning to you. Jamila Kayum, Omar Sharif joining us from NYC. Shirley Singh, morning to you. Wazim Nabi, good morning to you. Shakila Khan, Rajendra Singh, Deshaun Abrams, special good morning to you. Zoe, the baby, Miss Rita, Mr. Little, everybody, morning, morning, morning. Nirmala Allen, good morning to you, joining us from Barbados. Richard Stanislas, good morning to you. Marvelous Monday to you as well. Maureen Razio, good morning to you. Alan Khan, Lola Hari, good morning to you. Cecil Rampasad, Salome, good morning to you. Imran Ali, Jean Cornelius, Shakira Alexi, good morning to you. Keith Adams, good morning, 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 morning all. Please give me a share, everybody, on the live, whichever platform you're joining us on, whether it's YouTube, Facebook. Give me a share. Like the pages that you're viewing us on, whether it's Livewire News, Livewire TV, or the Livewire TV channel on YouTube. Also, guys, don't forget to check out our Livewire TV's production in relation to Guy Expo 2024. I think it's like a 45-minute production, talking to some of the exhibitors there and having a look at Guy Expo 2024, where Guyana was on showcase, all the products and services and the innovation that Guyanese have been putting out there into the world, innovating and developing products from Guyana. Fawood Khan, morning to you as well. Right? Yeah. Something else that I want to tell y'all. Anyway, let's get into it. Morning, Ormela Gosai. Prem Prashad, morning to you as well. Right? So, first of all, I want to jump straight to a Region 10, where we have been seeing a lot of investment in that region by the administration, a lot of new facilities, new schools, the new Wisdom Mackenzie crossing there, and then also continuing out of Region 10, you would have the Linden to Lethem Road that has already begun. We've also heard of work being put in relation to having the Linden Suzdijk Highway resurfaced. So there has been a lot of investment in relation to access the infrastructure to access Linden, the infrastructure within Linden itself, so that it better serves the residents of Region 10. And this can only augur well for the region. Now, there has been an historic investment in Linden's infrastructure. Now, just recently, 325 contractors from Linden signed contracts worth $4.2 billion to upgrade community roads in Region 10, Linden specifically. Now, mind you, this is an area that has been deemed an opposition stronghold. Now, my thing is, if it is the case where Linden support this group, why are they still $4.2 billion in community roads to be done in that area, despite what this administration has done already? Clearly, there was no investment in the infrastructure pre-2020, post-2015, right? Now, this initiative is a part of the government's broader $8.8 billion invested in Region 10's road development. Now, Prime Minister Mark Phillips, who was on hand in Linden there with the Minister of Public Works, the Honorable Bishop Juan Edgel, emphasized the government's long-standing promise to deliver transformative development across all regions, right? And this dates back to the PVP's tenure in 1992. So on screen here is Prime Minister Mark Phillips. You see the REO, Dwight John, and regional representatives as well, along with Minister Edgel and Public Works staff at the contract signing there in Region 10, right? So female, male contractors, everybody benefiting from the development under the administration, the leadership of our President Ali. Now, improved roads are expected to enhance the quality of life and the position Linden as a key tourism destination. Minister Edgel highlighted the initiative as a game changer, enabling small contractors to grow in the construction industry. Now, the newly introduced rating system ensures equitable access to contracts without the need for competitive bidding. Now, contractors must meet the minimum 4,500 psi compressive strength for these roads. This is in relation to the quality of the roads, the quality standard. And the Ministry of Public Works has set out strict standards in relation to that, right? Now, substandard work will result in projects being redone or contracts cancelled without payment. So whilst these are new contractors, they are still being held to a standard in relation to what they deliver to the people of Region 10. Now, in terms of the community engagement, contractors and engineers are required to engage with communities before commencing work, sharing project details and bill of quantities. Now, this will assist the Ministry of Public Works staff and those looking over the quality assurance of the project. So instead of you have a ministry staff coming once a week to check on see what is happening on the ground, the people in the community who are there every day, they have a better idea of when the contractor working, how much sand come, how much stone come, and all this other stuff. So once that information is out there, the communities themselves can play a part in terms of ensuring that we get delivery for the services, well, delivery, the value for money, I should say, in relation to these contracts that were signed recently for infrastructure development in Region 10. Now, this measure gives the residents or empowers the residents to ensure that they also get quality for the tax dollars that are being spent, right? Now, beyond the 4.2 billion for community roads in the region has also benefited from large-scale projects. Now, as I would have mentioned before, there is the rehabilitation of the Linden-Suicide Highway that should commence shortly. Most of the groundwork has been done for that already. Now, for those who have been traversing the Linden-Suicide Highway over the years, you would understand how that highway has deteriorated. The waves in some sections, and that is one of the main reasons we have some of these horrific accidents on the Linden-Suicide Highway, especially when you have unfamiliar drivers or careless drivers or inexperienced drivers. So a smooth surface will lead to less fatalities, hopefully less speeding as well. That is what I wanted to tell y'all. But I'll say that after I'm finished with this segment here. Now, there's also, again, the construction of the 35 million US dollar bridge connecting Wismar and Mackenzie. all of these initiatives, the Linden Sussex Highway takes persons to and leads persons from the stronghold, as they put it, of the PNC. But they didn't have the tenacity to proffer a project of this magnitude to resurface that highway, although it's named after their founding leader. And I often talk on this program about the fact that during their tenure, the opposition cared less. The opposition cared less about fixing things that were associated with them. Anything named Burnham, they left to rot and deteriorate, right? Now, earlier this year, 26 major projects worth 1.2 billion were awarded through competitive bidding, with several at this point they're nearing completion. Now, upcoming projects include an asphaltic concrete road at Nikadak, which was a little controversial the other day. You know how Nigel London and Porus in Linden, like the mayor and Garden, and those like to blow these things out of proportion. Now, as you all would know about the 5:30 meeting, Porus got pull up the socks. So it has been established to these contractors that there'll be a zero tolerance for mismanagement. Contractors are prohibited from subcontracting or selling contracts to third parties, with violations leading to immediate disqualification. And what does that say to you? Again, I often say here that you'd be hard pressed to find an administration with everything running smoothly anywhere in the world, even the first world countries who claim they have everything on a handle and on the wraps. You always find some worries, right? So there was an issue in terms of persons completing contracts, persons subcontracting these contracts. What has the government done? Put a system in place. So if you're coming for this contract, make sure that you can do it. You understand? Don't just come for coming's sake. So I'm happy to see that this mechanism was put in place so that, one, we could stop the nonsense. Like, take for instance, there was a video released over the weekend from a social media influencer overseas that claiming the government officials taking 95% of the profit from the contracts, and this government person got this company and look. So here we have it. The government putting a system in place that contractors are prohibited from subcontracting or selling contracts to third parties. And if they still do it, disqualification from the contract, termination of contract. You understand? Now, this initiative not only improves infrastructure, but also provides substantial employment opportunities for local contractors, right? And that is one of the things that you see the government is very keen on. What story is this? Wait, my Uncle Ronald on this life? Look, to tell y'all the truth, to tell you the truth, is actually now I am clicking through these photos to notice this. And this is to show y'all how I come here with no intention to BS you. I swear to you. I wish I could show you my skin growing right now that I see this photo here. And let me explain to you why. Right? Let me explain to you why. No. You see these two people sitting here, one in the black camouflage, and this gentleman here in this burgundy jersey. The young lady is my cousin, my first cousin, Kimberly Jones. Kimberly Jones. And the gentleman in the burgundy, that's her husband, Collis Hall. right? I didn't even know they'd get through with contract. They didn't even tell me. We don't really talk much anyway. But you understand? And I will say this to you without fear of contradiction. My cousin Kimberly, in the past, has been very abusive towards PPP administrations. She has said some things I wouldn't even repeat here. You understand me? She has said some things that I wouldn't even repeat here. My cousin Kimberly, sitting there in the black camouflage. She's there getting a contract under the same PPP administration that she cussing. Well, she used to cuss. So when I hear about the discrimination and the marginalization stuff that I'm talking about, and listen to me, anybody who would want to say she probably got the contract through me, listen to me. I'm telling y'all, me and this young lady haven't spoken in about 4 to 5 months. Honestly, not a hi, hello, nothing, WhatsApp message, nothing at all. Me, her husband, none of she cheer, nothing. Right? And there she is. I had no influence in this whatsoever. None whatsoever. I know nobody being called no minister. Nothing. Me had nothing to do with it. And she's able to benefit now. I am now actually seeing this. I went to the public works page to show y'all the photos from the contract signing. I didn't flip through all. You understand? So, imagine that. Oh my goodness. Now after so long, I actually go in and send her a message. Right? I not even I just gotta take a photo. So at least I could see she know, and at least you see I'm talking about you on my program. You understand? Yeah. So I ain't vex. Me vex. Yeah. Asif. Yeah, indeed. Right? So me vex. All the power to you. All the power to you. Right? And I must say, it's not vexing. It's upsetting when you hear, especially from certain quarters, you have to support the government to get a contract, or you got to be a PVP member to get a contract, or you got to be a PVP supporter. I am saying to you here now, without fear of contradiction from anyone, you understand me? Without fear of contradiction from anyone, or the two people sitting in this photo here, you understand? They are not PVP supporters. Yet they are there and they were able to get a contract. Good for you. Hats off to you. I tell you. Wow. There we got our town clerk. I guess he attended the happenings there at the contract signing, right? Oh Lord. Yeah, so Guyanese benefiting from Guyana resources. You know, Jesus Christ. Look. Oh boy. Yeah, let me continue. We're still in Linden. Now, aside from that, the Ministry of Housing and Water. No, Mukesh, you can call she on the live. You can call she on the live. Let it be. I hope so too, Alan Khan. I do hope so too. Now, the Ministry of Housing and Water had another dream realized activity in Region 10. This is the second one in as close as 2 weeks. They had one in Wismar, and this one was held in Mackenzie. And 400 lots were allocated at Amelia's Ward Phase 4 Conception Fitzhope Housing Development in Region 10, Linden. Now, this initiative underscores the government's commitment to addressing housing needs in Linden and across Guyana, right? Now, if you remember, Fitzhope was that area where persons were, according to Jeremy Figueroa, you had organized squatting, right? Organized squatting, organized illegality. So Minister Crowell and Minister Rodriguez, along with their teams, went into the region, worked with the residents who were squatting there to move them into some surety, right? So persons like Melissa McKinnon, Paula White, Lisa Robinson, Alicia Walcott, you understand, are now on their way to becoming homeowners or starting the construction on their property. So again, we see the Ministry of Housing ensuring that they work hard to clear that backlog that was left at the Ministry of Housing there to ensure that across the country, not just in Region 4. And if you notice, I want you all to take notice. All them fancy prices that you usually hear on all these social media shows. Why Guyanese got to pay so much for the house lot? Why Guyanese got to look the price of the low income house lot right there, right? So if you have an issue paying for a middle income or a high income house lot, look the price for a low income house lot there. You save your money, you apply for a low income, and you can get a nice low income house lot, just slightly over $250,000, slightly over, nothing big. You understand me? So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by a lot of these influencers out here, the poor people's idiot, and all these people, trying to mislead you in relation to how these things are dealt with, right? So the ministers are up there along with a large team from the Ministry of Housing and the Central Planning and Housing Authority. Central Housing and Planning Authority, their staffers were there to ensure that they had a smooth process. So at the end of the day, about 400 residents of Linden were assured that their housing process will be moving forward. So all they'd have to do again after this would be identification of the lot, and then they could start to move towards building. Honorable Minister Susan Rodriguez on hand as always, just as the Minister Colin Crowell, to assist, can't call them clients, to assist persons through the process in terms of understanding and helping them be aware of what's happening and how they can, smoothen the process and allow them to better understand how things are going. So the ministry was up there and they are continuing to do excellent work in terms of housing the population of Guyana. And we know persons have been waiting for some time, and it's good to see this process moving forward. Now, the Minister of Housing, the Honorable Colin Crowell, highlighted efforts to reduce the housing backlog, with approximately 3,500 applications still pending in Region 10 itself. Over the past 4.5 years, nearly 1,500 lots have been allocated in Region 10. Now, Minister Crowell emphasized progress made in addressing squatting, ensuring that residents receive legal access to land, right? Something that Jeremy Figueroa should have done 2015 to 2020. Now, the Conception Fitzhope area includes residential and commercial lots with space allocated for schools and health facilities. Minister Susan Rodriguez noted that all areas will become accessible in the new year, enhancing infrastructure for home ownership and community development. Now, allocations include opportunities for commercial development, and this would apply to Miss Alicia Walcott, who plans to build a restaurant in that Fitzhope area, right? Now, the ministers, they engage the resident in relation to water issues, community issues, and this demonstrates a people-centered approach to governance, right? Now, as I mentioned before, recently, oh gosh, hold on. I got to check this. Hold on. I gonna play this voice note for y'all. I gonna play. Look, I tell y'all, hey, you see this life here? You see this life here? Y'all listen to this.
So wait, man, people can't change their mind and change their life around. What is it? You're gonna hold people to one standard for the rest of your life? What?
You're making joke? You're making joke? You're making joke? All of a sudden, people's standards change. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Anyway, like I was saying, I just want y'all to hear I not BSing y'all. Now, if I was involved in that process to help her get a contract, and mind you, I'm gonna show y'all. This is it. Oh no, this chroma key on. So y'all ain't gonna see this here. Nope. Let me see. Let me turn this to the side. I just want to show y'all. I just sent the photo and the voice note came back. Anytime I was involved, thanks man, you know you're gonna get a little thing, or at least you help them out. Something like that what I guess said. So that's just to show you. I had no role in that whatsoever. None. Right? So clearly, Guyanese are able to benefit even if they're not a card carrying member of the PPP, which she is not, nor am I, or got an application in the PPP, which she doesn't, nor do I. You understand? People benefited. No, Pam. No, I'm not going to do that. This man telling me Tuesday is my day. You telling me, brethren? Anyway, yeah, back to housing. Yeah. So just last week in Linden, 600 house lots were allocated in the new Wisma housing scheme development. These allocations are a part of a broader strategy to ensure home ownership and community development nationwide. The outreach event was supported by the CH&PA staff and CEO of that entity, Mr. Sherwin Greaves, right? So things looking up for the Lindeners. Oh gosh. Yeah, let me move on. So last week GCOM had a press conference and they touched on a lot of matters. I was happy to see the chairman, expressing that she shall not be moved by any worries, name of North nor Nigel Hughes, or any of the forces that gather outside the gates of GCOM Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Look, Uncle Ronald just come. Uncle Ronald just come. This man up on beer stupidness. Uncle Ronald, Kimberly get big contract with the government. Kimberly, must call shit. Uncle Ronald just signed into the life. Uncle Ronald, your niece got big government contract. Big government contract. Uncle Ronald, check her out. You call her, tell her you need to top up. Hey, trouble. What? Big up yourself. So, GCOM. No, Leslie, I wasn't present at GCOM's press conference. So, GCOM has given the assurances that they'll be ready for the 2025 elections. Now, Chief Elections Officer Vishnu Prasad expressed confidence in GCOM's ability to hold the 2025 general and regional elections as constitutionally due. Preparations are proceeding smoothly according to the Chief Elections Officer, with no anticipation of complications. Now, while not formally mandated to prepare for elections yet, GCOM is proactively ensuring readiness by addressing critical prerequisites such as staff training and manual reviews. Now, manuals for presiding officers, returning officers, and other management staff are reviewed and updated periodically. Training will begin with the recruitment of trainers next month, in December, followed by sessions from management level staff in January of 2025. Under the amended Representation of the People Act, Regions 3, 4, and 6 will be divided into sub-regions, right? Now, the Secretariat is actively verifying and removing deceased persons from the National Registrar of Registrants, the NRR. And I hope Nigel Hughes, Aubrey Norton, Dexter Ford, and all of them would have paid attention to this, because that's their main issue. Bloated list, right? Now, this is done using official debt returns from the General Registrar's Office and reports from the Chief Medical Officer and Commissioner of Police, ensuring compliance with ROPA. So it's not just one entity, it's across several entities, right? Now, GCOM's preparations are aligned with established electoral procedures, which remain unchanged from previous elections, ensuring familiarity and efficiency, I should say. Now, these proactive measures include updated manuals, staff training, the removal of the individuals from the NRR who are deceased, reinforcing GCOM's commitment to the Guyanese population in relation to a transparent and credible electoral process. Now, the Secretariat is addressing aspects of the electoral cycle ahead of the usual 6-month time frame, ensuring ample time for effective execution. Dividing large regions into sub-regions will simplify the vote counting and improve the logistical efficiency of the elections process. Now, I was glad that GCOM addressed these concerns, especially the concern of deceased registrants, and focusing on their readiness to, carry the electoral process through. Despite all the rhetoric coming from the opposition. Now, mind you, again, Nigel Hughes talks about the constitutional independence of GCOM. Yet, he joins the PNC, and members of his party join the PNC as opposition operatives, trying to tell GCOM or dictate to GCOM how it should operate. Double standards, Nigel. You have to do better, right? Now, they also spoke about the need for the assessment in relation to having international aid. Now, GCOM has announced a needs assessment to identify areas requiring international support for the upcoming 2025 general and regional elections. This step highlights the Commission's commitment to a smooth and efficient electoral process. GCOM has urged they have engaged with international delegations, including the US, the UK, Canada, the European Union, all these missions to explore electoral assistance. Discussions have included the potential deployment, I should say, of observer delegations to ensure transparency. And all of us here know that without those observer delegations here, local and international, we would have been in a purgatory. Currently, would have been in a purgatory. Now, GCOM has written various bodies through the UNDP to facilitate the arrival of a needs assessment team. The team is expected to provide recommendations before the end of 2024. Now, the needs assessment underscores GCOM's focus on maintaining transparency, particularly in the light of challenges faced during the 2020 elections, when the PNC and the AFC tried to rigorize the elections to keep Granger Danger in power, to subvert the will of the people, to trample on democracy here in Guyana. Now, the 2020 elections were marred by delays and allegations of fraud, culminating in a 5-month wait for the results. A presidential commission of inquiry in 2023 revealed collusion between senior government officials to alter the results, undermining the process. Up to now, we as Guyanese can't even get justice for what those GCOM officials would have done. Until now. Now, GCOM's proactive steps includes invitation to international observers and technical support aimed at preventing the repeat of the issues encountered during the 2020 polls. International partners are expected to provide technical assistance, capacity building, and support for a fair and transparent electoral process. Now, the needs assessment represents a key step towards restoring and bolstering public trust in the electoral system. I maintain our darkest moments are often surrounded by the PNC. Anytime we shame on the international stage, PNC, there's somewhere around there. You understand? Anytime we are embarrassed on the international stage, the PNC is somewhere around. So we could have been added to the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest period to declare an election. I'm wondering how nobody is submitted to solidify it in the history. Right? Now, again, these collaborations with international bodies reflect a forward-looking approach to ensuring credible and efficient elections. Right? So hats off to GCOM for taking this step in ensuring they are ready for the 2025 regional and general elections. I see a lot of people asking me about Melly Mel and she video and stuff. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, I don't trust anything Melly Mel says. Right? Melly Mel is the type of person, in my view, that would just go on social media with a straight face and tell you a bold-faced lie. I don't know if she's lying, telling the truth, or whatever's going on, but that's my view. Right? That's my view. So let me see what gonna happen when everything gets sorted out. When you really got time with Melly Mel. I want to say hats off to the traffic chief, Mr. Singh, right? Hats off to you and your team. I noticed since the president charged you guys to step up in relation to the enforcement on the roadways, I've seen a lot of action from the traffic department of the Guyana Police Force enforcing the law. So hats off to the traffic chief and the traffic ranks of the Guyana Police Force, who have been stepping up to bring some kind of ease to the kind of carnage we've been seeing on the roadways, right? And a lot of times we can't blame the traffic ranks or the police. They're not the ones drinking and driving or speeding down the road or making themselves stupid with these trucks, down the road doing mad, not the police, right? And we can't expect the police to be parked outside the sandpit or park outside a bar looking for you, waiting to see if you're going to drive drunk, or if you can drive this truck in a reckless manner. I want to suggest this to the oh boy, who would this fall on? The Home Affairs or GRA or the Guyana Police Force? Whoever looks over the driver's license process for whatever vehicle, they should have like an oath there where people swear that they will operate whatever vehicle they're driving in a safe, cautious, something manner. And if they violate the oath, they got some kind of repercussions. So just like magistrates and policemen and doctors and nurses swear an oath to execute their duties, impartially, I think drivers should swear an oath to operate vehicles with care, caution on the roadways. And when you break that oath, some sort of consequences should apply. That's just my suggestion. People mightn't agree with me. Missing the GWI people will be in Perica sometime this week. I passed your message on to the relevant authorities. They are currently flushing out the new pump. It's not pump station. The new well, the water treatment facility in Perica there. That's currently testing and flushing is currently happening right now. So what I was told, and this is at the highest level, within a week's time, the issue with the coloration of the water will be sorted, and the people in the Perica Back Dam there will be having a good potable water supply, right? So look out for the people from GWI. I passed your number on to them, so I'm thinking they'll contact you. Well, contact your niece, because this lady gone back to Canada, so it's on behalf of your niece. So they'll contact your niece when they're in the area, and they're addressing the issue of the water supply in the Perica Back Dam area. The well is dug, it is completed, it's commissioned, but they are flushing the system, getting all the worries out. Right? Good. Now, I want to jump on Minister Indar, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, would have issued a statement this morning in relation to David Patterson and Guyana's power sector. Power, GPL. Yesterday we had a little blackout. But as y'all would know, David is constantly talking about things that he do beer strippiness with when he was the minister. And that's the hypocrisy that continues to get me. Like, imagine your performance was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. But you have something to say about everything. So David commenting on power that he never enhanced or build any capacity in when he was minister. David talking about procurement. Tick. Y'all remember in Parliament? Tick. Tick. He talking about ticking off things. When he carry an unsolicited bid to the National Assembly. When David Patterson overpay for bucket trucks. When David Patterson didn't even take delivery on the scales to the Harbour Bridge yet. And full payment was made. When you... David. So the minister spoke about the inherited power sector disaster, right? That he came into at the Ministry of Public Works, the formerly Ministry of Public Infrastructure. Let me not look at this. Look, anyway. Yeah. So, he was speaking to David Patterson's tenure. Right now, the APNU AFC administration Minister Indar noted, under David Patterson, left the power sector in disarray, characterized by outdated infrastructure, lack of modernization, and no capital investment between 2015 and 2020. Now, Minister Indar highlighted the failures during Patterson's tenure. Now, Patterson's tenure was marked by neglect, incompetence, and corruption. The bucket trucks that I tell you all about is not a lie, it's true. Right? Under the leadership of Patterson, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure failed to anticipate or accommodate the increased demand for electricity driven by economic growth and the expansion of the petroleum sector. Now, the PPPC government has been upfront with the public about the dire state of the power sector inherited from the APNU AFC administration. Why this man? Now, with manufacturing booming, new hotels rising, the businesses expanding, the demand for reliable power has grown exponentially, further exposing the inadequacies left by Patterson's tenure in the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, now the Ministry of Public Works, which has been returned to the Ministry of Public Works, the name, right? Now, the PPPC government's gas to energy project is well underway, providing tangible proof of effort to resolve Guyana's energy challenge. The project promises clean, reliable, and affordable energy. And this here is a stark contrast to the issues Patterson left unresolved. So, other than him pontificating about what he could do and what he should do and what did this and what did it, you understand me? We had no clear idea of their plan to solve the power issues in Guyana, completely resolve them, right? We had no idea. Now, since 2020, the government has engaged with civic organizations, including the Private Sector Commission, the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce, and the Manufacturing and Services Association. These organizations have expressed support for the government's solution-oriented approach to rebuilding the power sector. Patterson's assertions that civic organizations are scared to criticize the government was dismissed with baseless and desperate. Now, Minister Indar emphasized that these organizations understand the challenges and appreciate the government's transparent efforts to deal with the power situation in Guyana. Now, the APNU AFC administration during Patterson's tenure is remembered as one of the most corrupt and ineffective governments in the history of Guyana. Could you imagine? They're so corrupt and ineffective. They're changing people like Courdel Jones, who was never somebody who was sympathetic towards the PPP, to say they're putting away childish things and they're growing and them kind of thing. Could you imagine that? No, Minister Indar urged Patterson to answer for his administration's failure, including rampant corruption and neglect of Guyana's development needs. The government is focused on repairing the broken power system left by the APNU AFC administration. And the PPPC, they are laying the foundation for a reliable and sustainable energy supply for all Guyanese, right? Any one of you here, please tell me what was the APNU's solution to power in Guyana? The power issues to Guyana. What? Nothing. Literally nothing. Right? Trouble. Anyway, guys, so don't forget this Wednesday, I'll be back with Joel with another episode of Behind the Agenda. That's happening on Wednesday, 7:30 to 8:30. So make sure you guys tune in. If you missed the episode before, you can check it out on Livewire TV, my personal Facebook, or Livewire News. and get up to date with that, right? Um, what else is happening? Yeah, that's about it for me today. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be good Guyanese out there. Watch out for those who are not looking out for you. Something else I got to tell y'all, and it slipped me. Something. No, I can't remember right now. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Y'all be good Guyanese. As I normally say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we.
execuable, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.